Welcome back. Let's take a look at the left side of the bookcase, shall we? I already forgot which books were of interest, but... Oh, you have no interest in any of these books, even though you can click on it. What was over here, anyway? Harlequin romance books, okay. Oops. You pull the book off the shelf and flip through it. This is an exciting book, but you lose interest around the part about the global ints and strings. Okay. No? No? Okay, well, I guess we're done here. Although, let's see. Let's look at ourselves. Ben Jordan, paranormal investigator. Nice new clothes you got there. You feel the same as you did yesterday. Oh, I'm kind of disappointed that we don't get the standard, do that somewhere private message. You hum to yourself in an attempt to keep your wits about you. That kind of seems like the opposite of appearing sane, but okay. You ask yourself if you're in for this challenge, and conclude that you are. Well, I'm glad we had this little chat with ourselves. Let's go upstairs, because we can't explore any of the house downstairs. Alright, this is basically the bedroom hall, because, there are 5 doors for 5 of us all to stay. Guess these are all guest rooms or something. Whoever has this room is pretty lucky. They must have a huge room. Let's see. This is the door to Otto's room. This is, the room occupied by Madame Tilly. Simon's room. The door to your room. And the door to Alice's room. Wonder if we can get anyone's attention or if they're all sleeping. A voice from inside the room says, "Come in." Mr. Jordan, how may I help you? No, really, rather not. Let's talk. So, how's it going, Otto? I'm afraid I have no time for small talk, Mr. Jordan. I'm very busy researching the case. Unless there was something specific you wanted to talk about. Not very friendly, are you? Would you mind if we talked about some things? Not at all. Oops. What's your impression of the other investigators? I meant to ask about himself. I do not speak about people when they are not in my presence, but I will say that Mr. Miggs has chosen a fascinating group of people. I think this investigation will benefit from having such an eclectic bunch working on it. Okay, tell me about yourself. Like I just said. As I said earlier, I do not like talking about myself. If a situation arises where some personal detail needs to be divulged, then I will be glad to comply. However, right now my life is not relevant to the investigation. Okay. Can we talk about research at least? What are you researching exactly? Currently, I'm trying to collect as much outside information as I can on this house. There are so many conflicting reports on the paranormal activities here over the years, I want to be sure I've read them all. You're very thorough. I feel one has to know their enemy before going into battle. It makes it easier to identify what their weaknesses. You make a great general. That is quite amusing, Mr. Jordan. I'll let you get back to your work. All right. I wonder if this... I thought Ben said there was no internet. Otto has brought his laptop along. By the look of it, he relies heavily on searching through the paranormal forums on the internet. Yeah, you said there was no internet, Ben, you liar. Either that or he somehow got internet because he's amazing. I don't know. Can we use his computer? No, it's not polite to go around touching other people's things. What is suitcases? No? Otto's suitcase is full of jeans and t-shirts. It makes you feel better about wearing the same outfit 3 cases in a row. Awesome. Are all these windows grimy? Looks like they are. Can we hop into bed? No, that would be awkward. Okay. You have your own bathroom. Don't be rude. Alright. Let's leave Otto alone. Let's go bother Madame Tilly. There's no response. The room is either empty or its occupant can't hear you knocking. Yeah, actually, as far as I know, we can never get into Madame Tilly's room. There is one scene where I suspect we might, but I'm really not sure. I'll tell you when that is. But yeah, as far as I know, I don't know if we do. I have no idea what her room looks like. This is, I think, Simon's room. There's no response. The room is either empty or its occupant can't hear you knocking. I can only assume it's empty for now because Simon said he was going to go exploring. I think is this our room? Yeah. So let's check up on Alice. No. Okay. Well then let's check our room, the only room left. And that is an interesting painting. Man, what is with the paintings in here? This one's sure to give you nightmares. The window is covered in a thick layer of grime. Not very surprising. How about this rug? Oh, I can't even look at it. It's your bed. Looks pretty comfortable. Don't want to sleep? Look inside the nightstand's drawer. Find a small piece of paper with some handwriting on it, which you take. Oh no! Not a piece of paper. This paper says Miggs 020 and the rest of the number. So this is the second phone number we get. Fortunately, that one and Percy's number are the only one you have to remember. Again, I would just write this down if I were you. Like on a separate piece of paper that's readily available. This is pretty nice that we all have our own bathrooms and all. While the idea of a warm bath sounds appealing, you've got a case to worry about. The mirror is cool to the touch, but now you've left a fingerprint on it. Oh no! Evidence! Use the toilet? Don't have to go right now. Toilet paper? Ooh, 2-ply softness! I don't know very much about toilet paper. I'm kind of impressed with Ben's knowledge. Wash your hands. Well, that was fascinating. You have this thing about turning off bathroom lights ever since that party in 6th grade where your friends played Bloody Mary, so you leave it alone. I know how you feel, Ben. That actually did happen to a slumber party I went to, but guess it's not that unusual when you're young. Another fascinating painting. It's a self-portrait by Francis Bacon. Really don't want to touch the painting. Ben doesn't like touching paintings, I guess. What is this? Whoops. The brass plaque above the door reads, "The Travel Room." To be honest, I'm not really sure what a travel room is. I've never heard of it before. This is the most pleasant room in the house. It's so warm and cozy, and it has its own music. And this painting doesn't look nearly as bad, does it? It's the 3rd of May shooting. Oh, never mind. By Goya. Who did they hire as their interior decorator, the Marquis de Sade? Good question. Oh, I can't reach the painting, but I'm sure that if I could, I wouldn't want to touch it. More books. It's a bookshelf full of light reading material, presumably for the purpose of being read in this room. That is a huge fireplace! A large decorative fireplace takes up most of the back wall. And when I played this for the first time, I used to think it was like really important because I was like, why would they put it in a big fireplace if you can't use it? But you can't use it, so too bad. No, you're not being paid to investigate, or you're being paid to investigate a haunting, not to curl up by the fire, or lack of a fire, with a book and some milky tea. Oh, that sounds very good. I've got time to lounge around right now. Let's go in the only room that appears to be. I hate this room so much. I mean, I guess it's not bad. It just kind of creeps me out. A giant bookshelf, which, by the looks of it, is used to store all the older, more obscure tomes? Okay. These books are all from before the 18th century. You have no interest in browsing through them. What's this? You look through the titles of the fallen books, but find nothing of particular interest. Don't want to interfere with the lamp. Okay. What's with the box? It's a cardboard box, probably full of more books. And, let's see. Yeah, I think I just hit 10 minutes, so I'm gonna end the video here and explore more of the house next time. See you then.